Zondervan Audio Pages presents Boundaries with Kids by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend.
Why Boundaries with Kids? What is this new book you and Henry are writing? Asked my 7-year-old son, Ricky. It's about boundaries and kids, I replied. Ricky thought a moment, then said reflectively, I like to say boundaries, but I don't like to hear them. Join the rest of the human race, Ricky. All of us like to set boundaries, but we don't like to hear other people's boundaries. Ever since the time of Adam and Eve, taking ownership of our lives and accepting responsibility for ourselves is something we have resisted. Your task as a parent is to help your child develop inside him what you have been providing on the outside: responsibility, self-control, and freedom. Setting and maintaining boundaries is not an easy task, but with the right ingredients, it really works. The information shared in this tape is not problem-centered, but rather principle-centered. By principle-centered, we mean that it is organized around key concepts that will help children take ownership of their lives. We have taken these concepts from our study of the Bible and God's teaching on responsibility, stewardship, and self-control. In our earlier book, Boundaries, When to Say Yes, When to Say No, to Take Control of Your Life, the chapter on the 10 laws of boundaries was designed to help readers take charge of their lives. In this presentation, each law has been expanded to an entire chapter and applied to child rearing. Boundaries with Kids isn't written chronologically, with separate sections on infancy, toddlerhood, childhood, and the teen years. We organize the information the way we did because we believe the principles of boundaries with children are universal, and they work with kids at all levels of development. You need to apply the laws to your child in age and maturity appropriate ways. This tape is geared much more toward how you, the parent, behave with your child than toward educating your child. Learning boundaries has a lot to do with going through experiences such as receiving consequences for behavior, learning to take ownership, and dealing with the boundaries of others. It's a lot like how the Bible describes the growth process. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Hebrews 12:11. As you learn to require responsibility from your child learns the value of being responsible. The process begins with you. So welcome to Boundaries with Kids. Our prayer is that you will find help, information, and hope to help your children learn when to say yes and when to say no to take control of their lives.
The future is now.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?